York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
F-18!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards and a giant first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're running perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. They'll dump this down to Matt Breida, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones will try and run with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants 7, Commanders 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he returns this to the 22.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Howell now to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle
is made at the Giants' 41-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Powell going to audible to something else. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not...
He's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hyatt has got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And Howe will throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
With it is Jackson.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, 61 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Giants 21. Commanders 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Motion man is Schwartz. Now a give, running left is Nwangwu.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Howe.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Now Howe.
And this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Push through, baby. Let's do this. How about teamwork? Big play here. Big play.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Shelling through the defense. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Check down to Breida. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Howell. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
Touchdown!
Kene Nwangu.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. That's out quickly to Hyatt.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, New York.
Game's not over. Why you give it up? Chip! All right, defense, let's go!
He'll find Hodgins there, complete. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Isaiah Hodgins.
40 yards.
40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yards. 40 yar So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Another run now for Nwangu. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 103 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This time they'll throw it with Howe. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Drops this off with Nwangu.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion.
They'll go play action. Powell.
That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Slide for the PAT.
And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Giants 48, Commanders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
First down, Giants.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Handoff here to Nwangu. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Give left side here for Nwangu. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, break.
3rd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Powell. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 31-yard line.
It's Howell with another throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Howell out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. There he goes left side. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 44 yards on the ground. A first down carry for Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards that time. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones will try and run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.